Hi everyone, I'm Dan Harding, Editor-in-Chief of Power Motoryacht, joined as usual by Managing Editor Simon Murray, and that's a wrap on another great year.
Literally and metaphorically, the season has been wrapped, the year's been wrapped, and we're in pretty cold climes right now, not being able to enjoy one of our fonder things.
Yeah, no, one of the rare times we're at home. Holidays are upon us, and I think it's really a natural time to look back at the year we had, take stock of the year, and look to what we have going in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, January kind of dawned with similar temperature. We were aboard Hinkley Dasher.
That's right.
Dasher, we first came across her at the Newport Boat Show, and she was wrapped similarly to these boats.
Right.
You know, it was unveiled. It was a fully electric propulsion. Got to really experience technology that we're going to probably see more of.
I'm sure we're going to see that again in the next year. And there's that technology issue where it really kicked off a lot of technology coverage throughout the year. Foiling boats, carbon fiber. We certainly had a lot to report on that aspect.
Absolutely, and you know, speaking of that, it kind of speaks to how many boats we've got on throughout the year. I mean, countless boats from center consoles to super yachts. All over, not only the East Coast on these extensive cruises, but all over the world.
No, absolutely. And I think about all the people around the world, and I can only think of one person who's enjoying this more than anyone.
I think we have the same person in mind.
It's got to be Captain Bill Pike.
Captain Bill Pike, yes.
I mean, he seemed to have had the best year ever.
From testing the OK hull to the Brabus to the Iguana. I mean, that would make James Bond envious. Captain Bill Pike is just a legend and a rock star, and he's had a great year and he's living his best life. But when he's not out there testing, sea trialing, he's fixing up his Cape Dory 28, the famous Betty Jane.
Some would say infamous.
Some would say infamous, giving her TLC by miles and miles, and really taking care of her down in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I mean, we were lucky enough to go for that cruise a while back with him, and he's really got that boat shining.
Absolutely,
it was the jewel of every marina we stopped at.
It's the jewel of his life, really. But yeah,
don't tell Betty Jane won that.
No. You know, you're talking about these really immersive stories. Is there anything more immersive than putting on a survival suit and then jumping into the sound in temperatures kind of like this? I mean, it's hovering around 32 degrees. That was a pretty crazy story for the survival school. We journeyed over to Groton, Connecticut for Survival Systems USA, and a team of us put on the suits, hopped into the water, and really saw what we were made of. And
I tell you what, I get cold just thinking about it. I don't know if it's the weather now or what, but it really was great because we reported for years about the importance of things like EPIRB and PLBs, but I mean, really to get that hands-on experience, getting in the freezing water, trying to climb into the life raft. I mean, we learned a lot, and hopefully we're able to pass that on to you, our readers.
Yeah, it was really putting our money where our mouth was and actually seeing if we had the stones to actually go in the water, and we all did.
We survived.
We did. We survived.
That's a good year in my book.
It was, and then transition from the sound into the dunk tank.
Leaving survival schools, it really was a lesson to us in immersing ourselves in freezing waters, but also the importance of immersive storytelling.
Absolutely.
It's not the only place we got to go behind the scenes at.
No, I think staff has traveled all over the past year to as far afield as Fiji to cover the Nordhavn 78, the Reliance, and their circumnavigation.
And you made your way over to Taiwan also.
And
so
Taiwan
you
as well.
You got a couple passport
stamps. When I say the staff,
stamps.
it's really, I'm just talking about myself. But yeah,
exotic traveler.
Doing the stories that no one else really wants to do.
Someone taking one for the team. We like that.
No, but all this travel and all these miles have really accrued a lot of really interesting experiences in Taiwan. Got to go to the Ocean Alexander facility and see the 90R, the newest ship out of that builder. It was a really cool experience following the yacht from almost concept and then build to completion at the show.
Right, and to be fair, you're not the only one that got sneak peeks. I know Captain Bill Pike, he was able to sneak out over to Sweden, and he saw the self-docking technology that Volvo Penta's coming out. I mean, that's some wild stuff I think we're gonna hear more of in the coming year.
It's really cool, yeah. You get to go to some places too, right? I mean, the editor-in-chief gets to go.
I had some pretty exotic travel myself. I don't know if you've been to Moton, Pennsylvania.
No. Well, we left that for you.
You guys are too kind. It's just outside Amish country. It's pretty much the last place you'd expect to find Seakeeper, and right inside this old turn-of-the-century red brick building. It's amazing that this company is putting out all these new Seakeepers, starting with the Seakeeper 2, which is for smaller center consoles. I mean, you're looking around the countryside and horse and buggies rolling by. It's not a place you expect to see a company that's really changing the way people go boating.
Absolutely, revolutionizing boating, and you know, not quite Fiji, but Moten is still.
No, it's pretty
really
nice. Next time we'll have to switch sometime. You have to check it out.
Well, I guess that kind of leads into a place that we both went to, which was for our Downeast issue. We both got to experience the Sabre boat building, and woodworking, and all the craftsmanship that goes on at these main builders.
Absolutely, and what was really cool about that is they embraced us, took us right in, let us work the line, and you got to see the craftsmanship, but also the care that goes into these Downeast boats.
Some would say maybe trusted us a little too much.
What were they thinking?
I
couldn't believe it, working in the wood shop.
It was a liability, something waiting.
Well, all right. Enough about that, but also while we were in Maine, you got the chance to do nothing more Maine than this, lobster boat racing.
Absolutely.
That was a heck of a time.
Yeah, that was really cool. We got to go on the winning boat, I might add.
That's right.
With that ridiculous diesel engine sticking up out of the middle of the cockpit. I mean, that was a wild time.
No, certainly put the name in Wild Wild West. It was that was a great experience and really a great issue.
That was a really cool time. So speaking about wild rides, you got to get aboard HEB's monster 65-foot center console.
That's right.
What was that like?
That's right. A little quick math. Best way to sum it up is 3,135 horsepower is how it was.
That says it all. Don't need to say much more after that.
No, that pretty much is everything you need to know about it. But you know, it was cool because that boat got to be the cover star. I mean, what a year we've had. It was the cover story of our first issue of Outboard magazine, a new brand that we launched this year after watching the trend for traditional builders making the move to outboard power. So that was a really exciting product. Really proud of the team and everyone that contributed on that one. It debuted just in time for the Lauderdale show. So you want to stay tuned. We got some exciting things planned for that coming in 2019.
Absolutely, and not only that, but we got to introduce some new staff to the mix.
Yeah, absolutely. The prodigal son, Jeff Mosier, makes his long anticipated return to Power Motoryacht after almost an 11-year hiatus. Really glad to welcome Jeff back to the team as executive editor.
Yep, and Krista Carlson is doing a great job. She's really taken over and hit the ground running for the gear column. And
Absolutely.
I'd like to use this opportunity to say that I've officially retired from doing any type of cannonballs off of fly bridges or putting on any type of survival suits and entering frigid waters. This is my swan song. It feels actually really good to say that.
I'd say that's absolutely not true. Look for Simon to be in the water more than ever in 2019 in upcoming issues of Power Motoryacht and PMYMag.com.
You know, I really shouldn't have said that.
I can't believe you thought that. That's absolutely incorrect.
That was stupid of me.
So who could forget the newest new member of the team?
And some would say the cutest. Give her something.
Made her debut in the December issue, and really brings a nice energy to the team that I like. A certain enthusiasm, if you will.
Oh, that's nice.
So, on behalf of me, Simon, and Salty, and the entire team at Power Motoryacht, I'd like to thank you for joining us in 2018. I'd like to wish you and your families a happy and healthy new year. And Salty's right. We're going to see you back on the docks and on the water in 2019.
We'll see you guys out there.
Atta girl, come on.